inside the dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And we're off and running from Ford Field. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Running behind center with Wright. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Second and 6 coming up here. From the 34. And it's caught. This is Jalen Wright. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. And that short gain is enough for him to set it down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Here's a give inside to Wright. And he finds his way up to the 47 before he stops. The rookie out of Washington making that tackle.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Here we go.
Fields out of the gun. Finds a man, right side. Down to the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Here we go.
Wright running out of the gun. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6.
Here we go.
A give up the middle to Coral. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only 2 on the carry there, and it's 3rd and goal from the 4.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult fourth down decision.
On 3rd and goal, here's Fields. Escapes the pocket. Oh, shouldn't let that one go. It's intercepted. L'Jarius Sneed with the INT. Through the defense it goes. Room to burn. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. So on our opening drive, Brock, we've got a big defensive highlight already as the pick-6 starts off our scoring.
This is a defense who isn't hiding how they're approaching this game. They want to be disruptive. They're unafraid to be aggressive. Can be a risky mentality to have. Boy, can it set a tone early.
They'll try this extra point. Oh, and it's no good. So an early hiccup after the touchdown as the score will stay at 6-0. Probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. This return makes it up to the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Fields coming back after the pick. Connects on the crosser. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Titans will get set to take over. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them back awkward second down coming up.
We spend so much time talking about an offense and how they script their first 15 plays typically. But how about that defensive coordinator, that head coach? Heck, every player on that sidelines, you couldn't script it any better. Well, other than maybe taking the ball away, creating a negative play, creating a sack, creating offense now behind the chains. That's exactly how you're looking to start.
His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing third and long.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a cornerback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position and, most importantly, swat that pass away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and they're going to be stuck with a fourth and long. Here comes the Titans punting unit. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And the Lions will go on offense. Ball on the 45, first and 10.
Let's go Alpha right here.
Here's a give for Wright. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Second and 6 now. On the move, headed right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 27 on the play. And that gives the Lions the first. Back to throw. Here's Fields. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
From the red zone now. This throw is cut. And in for the Detroit touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set, first and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
And the Titans first down.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. We've got a close one here. We're back to Ford Field right after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter, and it's Titans football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
To go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Throwing now, off play action. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. He's going to throw this one. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? And we chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it's going to be their football coming up. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Keep it going.
Now it's Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
One of the biggest adjustments for quarterbacks going from the collegiate level to the NFL is the blitz package. Each and every practice leading up to a game time, you are spending so much time as a QB, as an offensive group, and as that O-line trying to figure out a way to stop these blitzes. At that time, the offense, the O-line, the QB, no one had an answer for that defensive pressure. Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Here's Fields to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Ernest Jones with the pick. And the Titans get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
They'll try and punch it in. Oh, he can get his 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Eight yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. He'll throw it. They've got a screen to the running back. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now a run with right. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Here we go, son.
Fields to throw it. Laporta with the grab. Jukes one defender, and they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield. Turn a good play into a great play.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Fields on 3rd. He's on the move. He's running for it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that gives the Lions the first. Now right. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. That run good for a gain of 2, and just like that, we've hit our 2-minute warning. To go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Fields throwing here. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions get some late points and the lead. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. Cardi now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions jump in front now by 5. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Titans in the hurry up, trying to get this play off fast. Here he goes on the bootleg. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. He drops it. Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. Just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Complete beyond the marker. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. The play fake, he'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
To the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. They're throwing it. Skips it short of his man. That brings up fourth down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it'll be their football. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Fields. Connects on one to Jamison Williams. And he'll get it up to the 44. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Fields out of the gun. Cut out left. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw Fields. Finds Laporta. He has room past the 25. Brushes him off with ease. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Kate, that play's so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big. They can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Titans' 3-yard line.
Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. It's 2nd and goal. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions will add to their lead at the end of the half. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. Great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. All right, some adjustments in store, no doubt about that. They're headed to the locker room trailing as he kneels to end this first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Fielded at the 7. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off, but don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon and give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They give it to him again. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
It is caught left side. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about. So the holding backs him up. They'll try to get that back and then some on 2nd and goal. They'll try and throw it here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Pass play coming here. This one's caught. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline. The Titans going on a field goal unit here. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the lead is back down to 9.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
So we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Running it with right. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Marshawn Lattimore up from the secondary for the stop. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Right again. And he's going nowhere there. Add that to what's been a tough afternoon for him. No gain here after a gain of only 1, and now they'll face 3rd and 9.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Third and long for him here. Buys time, rolling right. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throw away.
And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That throw finds Okonkwo. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Here's the one back on the handoff. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Takes the handoff, now to throw. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Running back, motioning right. Here he is on 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Pass brought in by Traylon Burks. And he goes down a little short of the 40.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running this one left. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down, and they go right back to it. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run here with Tajay Spears. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Lee McNeil in on the tackle. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Burks coming in motion right. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, less space to work with. You really love your most elusive players to get their hands on the ball.
Second down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. They'll throw it. This ball's cut by Spears. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Titans ball, and they could use a score. They come into the 4th trailing. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Putting a receiver in motion. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Tennessee. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Kicking team on to try the PAT. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. This return starts at the 5. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground, Krul. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here we go. Good.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Forced out to his right. Oh, the football's loose. It's picked up by the Titans.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. They go play action on 1st. Brought in along the sideline. No gain on the play, but an impressive catch all the same.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Tight end going in motion here. 2nd and 10 now. That finds Burks, complete. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to take this down to the red zone. He's stopped at the 17. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
One of the tight ends motioning left. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. And he'll score! Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans take a 4th quarter lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one splits the uprights. And the Titans jump in front now by 5. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
Off play action, it's Fields. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Shotgun snap to Fields. He's loaded another one up. That's caught at the 25. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kid, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally...
And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a fourth-quarter lead. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score.
And he's into the end zone, so that turns out to be a very smart risk. They've got the lead in this fourth quarter. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's a handoff up the gut. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. But they'll take that every single time.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Play action on 1st down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Back to the air here on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans take a fourth-quarter lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Titans take a 4-point lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now it's Fields. And a man is there to knock that away.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Out of the shotgun, Fields. He throws a bullet deep to the right. That's complete inside the 35. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 4th quarter lead. So no mistaking that play call, Gronk. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Carty has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 34.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now looking to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Lions take over as he records his 10th career INT. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
The pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception, and that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Williams coming in motion right. Look at that work, churning those legs, driving across the 15. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions parlay the interception into points. A game-breaking play there, stunning the defense and giving this offense one for the highlight reel, baby.
Yep, just put another one on there, Kate. He is a threat to score anytime he touches the ball. The defense, well, they had him ready to go. They were ready to body him up in coverage, but receivers today, and we see it all the time, the best of them, they don't just do it through the air. They can use their legs as a weapon. That's a big-time touchdown run.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions make it a 10-point ball game. Carty has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Return starts at the 9.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks it with a really long field ahead.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a person in this stadium didn't start tensing up the way I did up in the booth. You could feel that goal line coming, right? Pressure right in his face. Nearly turns into a couple points now. Well, now you got to be so careful. No breathing room for the next snap.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Finds him on the slant. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Titans will have a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Little off center, his man just couldn't adjust to it.
Okay, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Another throw coming on 2nd and 10. Connecting on the slant. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down. Throwing it again here. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Oh, those linebackers. Those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw. It changed its direction.
Throwing it again on 2nd down. Got a man. Spears has it. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Looking to throw it. That'll be complete to Burks. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Desperation time here on 4th. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. So it's 1 for the win column for the Lions. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.